Hello, my friends. This video is just going to be for Chief, Tui, and Sina. Okay, so just you two. We're going to look at part one of where you are. The two of you have bunches of solos, and we'll fit everybody else in when we're back together this week. But I just wanted to go through this. There are some tricky things. A couple notes I've changed as we talked about Chief because they get very, very low. So the very first note is one of those that we touched on briefly before we left last week. You have Moana. Right? That first note, rather than being really low, it's up a little higher. Moana. Make way, Moana, it's time you knew. The village of Motunui's all you need. Now, if you look at that line, the village of Motunui is all you need. That Nui is elided, and trying to get Nui is really tricky. So what I'm doing is almost like Motunui's, as opposed to Nui is. I'm kind of doing that like an apostrophe S sound rather than two separate words, just to get through it all. The village of Motunui's all you need. All right, so give that a try and see if that helps get through that phrase, which is tricky. Then Sina, Mama, you are next. You sing. The dancers are practicing. They dance to an ancient song. Then some of the dancers will be dancing and they'll sing, who needs a new song? This old one's all we need. Chief, this next part, you start speaking and then start singing later into the line. So you have, this tradition is our mission. And Moana, there is so much to do. Everybody else sings, make way. And Chief, you go on, don't trip on the taro root. That's all you need. Okay, Sina, you take over from there. You have, we share everything we make. We joke and we weave our baskets. The fishermen come back from the sea. All right, and the rest of the group has a we make. Ha ha, a couple things in between your phrases, but you keep going. After the fishermen come back from the sea. Moana sings, she sings, I wanna see. Then Chief, this next note is one of those low ones. So I'm gonna say don't walk will be the same note twice rather than low and then higher. So it'll go, don't walk away. Moana, stay on the ground now. Our people will need a chief, and there you are. Stay on that note again. There comes a day when you're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. That where you are kind of comes up quite a bit, right? And Sina, I know you sing along in this with him. Let's go through Don't Walk Away Chief's notes one more time, and then we'll grab your notes too, Sina, okay? So Chief, you sing, don't walk away. Moana, stay on the ground now. Our people will need a chief, and there you are. There comes a day when you're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. And then there's some lines, okay? So there's a little bit of a break right in there. All right. Sina, let's look at your line there. After he sings, our people will need a chief, and there you are. You come in up the octave. It's mostly the same notes as his, just up a higher octave so it's more comfortable. So you have, there comes a day when you're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. So the very last where you are, notice that it goes from two notes to just one set of notes. The two of you come together. So he jumps up and you jump down and you kind of meet in the middle there. So let's do that one more time. Sina's part, there comes a day. You have, there comes a day when you're gonna look around and realize happiness is where you are. All right, and then there are some, the music kind of continues on there because the lines go over some of the music right in there. All right, so we will flip over and do Where You Are Part 2 next. I'm gonna do that on a separate video, okay, so that you can work each one separately. So if you feel good with this one, then hop on over, find that other video for Where You Are Part 2. Okay, see you soon.